Don't you think it needs a little salt? Mother, please. I'd rather do it myself. Control yourself. Sure, you have a headache. You're tense, irritable. But don't take it out on her.
That was a commercial for Anacin that went viral, as we'd say today. The moment it appeared, you had everyone from small children to Red Skelton saying, "Please, Mother, I'd rather do it myself." Or they'd throw a huge fit about something and then pause and say, "Control yourself. Sure, you've got a headache." Now we're using one of them as the title for this episode, and if the current generation watches the episode, first of all, why? Is that all you have to do? And second, they wouldn't know where the title came from. That's why I'm here, to convey super important information like that.
Good morning, son.
What kind of a thing is that to say to anybody?
Dave!
Oh, no, not
You
again.
dropped Cindy off at school.
She missed the school bus again. Oh, Cindy.
Look, here's the cleaning right here.
Randy and Cindy are both trying to tell them something, but neither Dave nor Barbara is listening. Things have gotten so chaotic in the household lately, there's no time even to listen to themselves. To make matters worse, Mom won't start. Cindy will have to start walking. No amount of protest is going to change Dave's mind.
All right, you want to tell me why you won't start?
Of course not, son. It's because
Mom, if I can't depend on you, who can I depend on? Will you tell me that?
I didn't start because I don't see any point in taking Cindy to school on Saturday.
Saturday? What do you mean, Mom? It can't be Saturday. Yesterday was Friday.
That's what the kids have been trying to tell them. They've let things get so out of hand, they don't even know what day it is.
Saturday? You're kidding.
Things are so darn haywire around here, we don't even have time to listen to our own daughter, even though she knows better than us.
Well, that doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't, huh? At least she knew it was Saturday. That's what she's been trying to tell us.
Right. Randy! Where's Randy? I sent him to school. Here I am.
He had the good sense to play along, then find a place to hide until the people in charge figured out what was going on.
What's wrong around here? Things used to be just great. Now they're so confused we don't have time for each other. Nothing ever gets done.
But I can't get everything done without help.
It's that simple?
That simple.
Well, I still don't understand.
Everything used to be so fine. We were the ideal American family. And then
Where did we go wrong?
we got married and had 2 children. In that order.
So you were doing fine living together before you got married, but when you got married, things turned to chaos? Does Mom know you used to be living in sin? And now that the joke is done, I have no idea what that sentence is supposed to mean. I think it means things went smoother when none of this existed.
Honey, if it's help you want, why don't you just say so?
I'm saying so.
All right, I'll be glad to help you.
Well, that wasn't exactly the kind of help I had in mind.
Why do you women do that? Just tell him what you want. Look, you know we're stupid. You know we're thick as brick walls, and your subtlety in beating around the subject is lost on us. Why do you keep doing it? All it does is make you angry at us, and you're angry over something that's genetic, and we can't change it. We're naturally this way. Dull-witted is encoded in our DNA. The thing that bugs me is, you know this, but do you make any allowance for it so we can at least feel like we have basic communication skills? No, you'll tap dance around it like Barbara is doing now. Here, try this. I want a maid. We do really good with one-syllable words, so if she were to say that to him, there's an 80% chance he'd grasp it. If you genuinely want us to understand you and take action accordingly, just
tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Exactly. Dave is determined he's going to help her. He's, working on the laundry. Sorry, you have way too much hair to be Mr. Clean.
Excuse me, madam, are you an average, typical housewife?
I'm so typically average, I'm almost a statistic.
If I may be serious for just a moment, this is one reason their marriage tends to go so smoothly. She goes along with silly stuff like this. Laughter is one of the strongest glues that helps hold a family together. If you aren't hearing laughter in your home anymore, I recommend you find out why, because you may be headed for trouble.
Well, madam, I wonder if you could tell me which one of these 2 piles of washes actually looks the cleanest. Take your time, madam. You have all the time in the world.
I can't tell.
That's because neither of them has been washed yet.
Madam, I've been sent into your home by the makers of Brand X.
Brand X? Isn't that the loser?
That's right, madam. We're out to prove once and for all that Brand X will not outwash, outbleach, and outcleans any other leading wash day product. Brand X contains less scour power. Brand X the makers of other losing products.
Such as?
Such as Brand X gasoline, the gasoline that causes the second car to run out of gas a full mile and a quarter before the first car.
Such as Brand X potato chips, guaranteed to be soggy, limp, and flavorless.
Gee, what'll they think of next?
I don't know. With Brand X also, we guarantee your washing machine to stay small. We guarantee it not to grow large right in the kitchen.
That's good, since she's already had a car do that.
And also, with Brand X, you can look right into your washing machine. No fist comes out of there. There's nobody in your washing machine except dirty, dirty, dirty laundry. So, the next time you go to your grocer's, insist on Brand X. It's the box with the little L on the side. Remember, you can tell it's Brand X. It's a loser.
And so are you if you don't do the wash.
And Barbara gets the real punchline. It's up to Mom.
When a woman says she needs help, she means she needs a maid.
Gee, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that?
Because Barbara was too busy tiptoeing through the tulips to come out and tell you. Mom says hire someone and surprise Barbara. For once, it seems like Mom actually has a good idea.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Give me a minute to think, will you?
Well, think it over all you like, but I've made up my mind. Are you coming with me, or do I go by myself?
You can't do that. Mom, wait for me!
Where is she going? Usually a search like this starts with the phone book, the yellow pages under maid service to be exact. How does she propose to dial the phone? Is she going to interview the candidates herself? That could get interesting. If Dave had any sense, he'd realize all that and say, go ahead, let's see what you come up with.
Oh!
Who left the jelly sandwich on the kitchen floor?
I didn't.
I should hope not. Well,
He did.
if that's the way things are, I'll consider you both guilty till proven innocent. You throw it away, you mop up the jelly.
Uh-oh.
Say hello to Emmy Pebbles, the new maid. She may be the most efficient machine ever built. Barbara is overwhelmed.
Oh, David Crabtree, I could murder you.
What'd I do?
Well, if you told me she was coming, I'd have had this place cleaned up.
That's the idea, Barbara. She's here so you don't have to do that stuff.
No, you don't, honey. You and I are going to get to know each other again.
Except it's been so long since they just sat and talked, it feels like an awkward first date.
I can't believe it. All the things I wanted to do, and now I'll have the time for them.
Like what?
Well, like shopping, for one thing.
Where are you going?
To sort out my wardrobe. Now that I'm not going to be stuck in the house all the time, I'm going to have to buy some new clothes.
Good.
Yeah, this could cost Dave a lot more than Emmy's salary. We'll see Emmy doing everything for everybody, and the fact is, she's so efficient, nobody can stand it.
Oh, Barbs, it looks beautiful. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't have gone on jury duty. Thanks, really.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Oh, come on now. You didn't get a maid just so you could cook for other people.
I didn't get the maid, Dave did.
Sure wish we could afford a maid. There's so many things I'd like to do if we just had more time.
That's what I used to think.
Don't tell me you're not enjoying yourself.
To tell you the truth, I'm miserable.
They both talk about all the things they want to do but don't have the time, but when you ask them what those things are, they can't come up with anything. Barbara has suddenly realized all those things she wanted to do were the very things she was doing.
Look, anytime you feel you just have to peel a potato and wash a dish, well, come on over and be my guest.
I appreciate that. I really do.
She might want to keep this arrangement because it's plain to see that she enjoys helping other people, too.
How is everything?
Oh, fine.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. How are things with you?
Fine.
Well, that makes everything just fine then, doesn't it?
Yeah, fine. Where are you going?
We're running away. We don't like it here anymore. Moon doesn't like it either.
How often does it happen that way? The adults are standing there lying to each other because reasons, and it's up to the innocent children to speak the truth. Let's all come clean, shall we?
Do you mind if I join you?
Sure.
Barbs, you want to come too?
I just might.
Oh, wait a minute, honey. We were just kidding, weren't we?
No.
Wait a minute.
Why do you want to leave? I thought you were enjoying yourself.
Are you kidding? I'm miserable.
Well, I'm miserable, too.
It's time to let Emmy go. Except nobody, including Moon, has the internal fortitude to look her in the eye and tell her so.
Yes, Mr. Crabtree?
Hi, Emmy. Ironing, huh?
Yes, Mr. Crabtree.
Yeah, I was just passing by on my way to over here. But he's discovered Amy's passion, watching quiz shows on TV. She seems to know the answer to just about everything.
For $300, can you tell us how many eyelids a camel has?
It's a trick question, of course. A camel only has one set of eyelids.
You're wrong, Mr. Crabtree. A camel has 2 sets of eyelids.
Oh, come on.
The answer is a camel has 2 sets of eyelids.
How'd you know that?
I read the encyclopedia.
She doesn't just read it, she appears to memorize it. Dave has a great idea. Get her on one of those shows. She wins a ton of money and doesn't want to be a maid anymore. So much less work than saying, we're letting you go.
She is amazing. She did it again, ladies and gentlemen. The amazing Emmy Pebble. She's answered all the questions now for 6 consecutive weeks.
Have they been standing there watching her for 6 weeks? I guess she's ready to give up being a maid and live the good life.
It was nothing, but I feel so guilty deserting you after you've been so nice to me, too.
Oh,
but I'll make it up to you after all this is over.
Oh, think nothing about it.
Now, did you put the empties out for the milkman?
Oh, yes, I
And order
did.
cottage cheese?
Yes.
And what about the cleaning? Did you take it in today?
I took it in.
And did you make the sandwiches for Randy and Cindy's lunch?
Peanut butter and jelly.
And the kitchen floor?
You better get going. Your
And the
fans are
mattresses?
waiting.
Turns.
Or not.